Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Fourth of Mile podcast. That's Nicholas Elliott. I'm JD Zaza, and we are back. We are back. Today's NFL episode, and what week did we just have? I know we're
Week
at
6.
least 1/3 of the way through the season.
Week 6. 6 weeks in the NFL season.
So, yeah, we are officially 1/3
Yeah.
through. Were there any, before we get into the games, was there a overlying statement that you thought of this week, or because I have one statement on just the league after watching this week?
I mean, there was a lot of pretty close games. I mean, the NFL as a whole was pretty average. This year, there's really no far and among. Like, everybody is pretty close together. There's, no, separate tiers. Like, everybody's suitable.
My take on it is, who's good this year?
Yeah.
I have no clue who's good this year and who's not.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
And no better way to start that than with the Super Bowl champs on Thursday Night Football, as the Giants beat them good. Beat them good. It was 27-17? No.
34.
Yeah, 34-17 because of the pick six. What is your take on the Giants and the Eagles?
I mean, we watched the game together, and it was just shocking how bad the Eagles looked on defense, and then their offense just could not get going. It was just stagnant. And that's just been the Eagles this whole season on offense. They just haven't been explosive. Their offensive line play has not been as good. A lot of injuries, but still, I mean, you'd expect the Super Bowl champs not to lay an egg against a team that coming off a loss and not really, I mean, on to a rookie quarterback. I mean, the Giants, I mean, they got a future. I mean, Jackson Dart looks really good and decisive with what he's doing. I mean, picked up, I guess they didn't really concussion test him after that big hit, but
no,
back in the game, balled out. Scattaboo, I mean, he's been kind of a perfect running back for the Giants as well. So I mean, at least there's some hope for New York Giants fans.
Yeah, funny story that you told me before you came over that, hey, if this game comes a blowout, I might leave a little early. I was like, yeah, sure. Because I think we both expected Philadelphia to come out and just continue the narrative of owning the Giants, but not this week.
No, it was the opposite, which, I mean, there's the first Giants win in 10 years on Thursday Night Football.
It's been a while since they beat Philly.
It's kind of crazy because Jackson Dart is throwing to guys like Jordan Humphrey and
little Jordan Humphrey was probably his best receiver.
Wan'Dale Robinson, probably the best receiver. I mean, he's been a surprise for the Giants. It's just kind of crazy that Giants won that game. That offense put up 34 points when it seemed like they were lifeless after Malik Neighbors got hurt.
Yeah, Philly have no chemistry on offense. They miss Kelmore pretty bad. And there's just there's no chemistry with Philadelphia. And with the Giants, Scatterbo and Dart have pretty much just opened up that offense. And you saw it when Russell Wilson went out. Dable was like running to the medical tent, like after the punt. He's like, "Where's Dart? I need Dart. I need Dart. I need to have Jackson Dart because we don't have an offense without him."
Yeah. I mean, other than that, the Eagles, it's kind of wait and see mode. I mean, other teams in that division are losing. They don't really have to worry about the division.
We got really lucky this week because every other team in that division
lost, except for the Giants.
Well, because they played Philadelphia. But Philadelphia got really lucky that they still kind of have a hole in the NFC East, but Also,
Their next 4 games kind of tough. You got to go to Minnesota on the road. Will be kind of tough. You got Giants again, and you have Packers on the road, and then Lions.
issue with Philadelphia this year, they can't run the football.
Yeah, and Saquon's been banged up. I mean,
when you can't run the football, nothing opens up. And again, they miss Kellen Moore like no tomorrow.
at least they can do the tush push still.
Yeah, they did 4 in a row.
Yeah,
They did 4 in a row that one series, which didn't really matter in the long run because the Giants just beat them. Like no tomorrow.
All right. You want to head to the Sunday's games?
Let's do it. Where do you want to start on Sunday?
I mean, we can just get through this game really quick. The London game was about as London as you can get. Just
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't wake up for this game.
Broncos fed off of the Jets sleepy.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not wake up for this game. When I saw it was Bo Nix on the Broncos versus the Jets, I was like, yeah. I'll watch the highlights a little later.
Yeah, there were really no highlights of that game because there was really only like 1 touchdown that whole game.
I'm worried about Denver.
Yeah, their offense was just stagnant.
They should have. I think they should win the AFC West this year, but
just their offense is just way too inconsistent. They'll have weeks where they'll put up 30, and they'll have weeks where they do this. I mean,
Nix has looked. He hasn't made a step. He's looked the same as he did last year.
Yeah, sophomore slump. He's looked worse than he's looked.
Yeah, he looked worse than he did early in his rookie year.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because Denver's defense has been awesome, and this is all without Greenlaw.
Mm-hmm. All right. Patriots beat the Saints, and the Saints lose by 1 possession again, but I mean,
Saints fight. The Saints fight. I mean, look, there's not much to say. The Saints could be in worst case scenarios. They could be the Jets or a lot of other teams. Their coach, it looks like they might have a coach. Kellen Moore.
Yeah, we have a coach. The problem with this game, and especially, I mean, Spencer Rattler's been playing great. There's nothing I can say bad about him because he did his job yet again. I mean, 20 of 26, 227 yards. I mean, you can't really ask for much. Turnovers by his playmakers. You had a fumble at midfield in the 4th quarter by Juwan Johnson after making a first down. And then you had like too many fumbles by your players that you need to count on, especially for a young quarterback. But
not many people are watching the Saints this year, which fair point, but
yeah,
they're way better. Again, they're way better than I thought. And that's really my take on the Saints the entire year. It's like they should be the worst team in the NFL, but they're not.
Another news, Alvin Kamara is practically untradeable, so he wants to stick it out with the Saints. So that's good.
That's something. He'll probably get his number retired as 40.
Yeah, he'll finish his career with the Saints. I mean, I wish he would have had that one Super Bowl opportunity in 2018, but as always. But here's another game.
Patriots.
Drake May.
The Patriots. Patriots are good again.
Yep, Drake May, Mike Vrabel. What a absolute dynamic
MVP conversation.
Yeah, and 3 passing touchdowns. Kayshon Boutte played amazing.
Imagine if they actually get a receiver for him. I mean, the receiver's doing good. Job, but do you think the Patriots get a receiver at the deadline?
I mean, maybe they'll get like a 3rd receiver option that's like decent, but I mean, Kayshon Boutte's been really stepping up. I mean, they've gotten like tons of value for him. I mean,
Diggs has been really good for him.
Yeah, Diggs has been a good get. He just needs to stay healthy because he's been injury prone these past couple of years. But I mean, the only problem with the Patriots is their defense is I don't know about but they could. I mean, with how the Bills have looked, they can win that division.
There's a world that a wild card Buffalo team goes on the road to Gillette Stadium in the playoffs, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. Well, the Steelers keep on winning. I mean,
the Browns haven't scored more than 17 points this year.
That's not shocking.
Nope. Steelers
Really?
keep rolling. I mean, they're the one team, the NFC North, that
Isn't feeble.
isn't what's the
They've
word?
had some injuries, like the
The Steelers are the one team that isn't falling onto the swords. They're just cruising.
yeah. I mean the
That's the
Steelers.
that's the best thing I can say for the Steelers. And that is no offense to the Steelers. I think even Steelers fans are okay with this because they're cruising.
Yeah,
They're not good, but they're not bad. They're just cruising.
they're just
And
taking advantage of what's been given to them in the division.
and cruising will probably win you the AFC North this year.
Yeah, pretty easily, unless if they go on a cold streak. Like if they lose, you
The
cannot lose
Steelers
3 in a row.
could wrap up the AFC North by December, I think.
Yeah,
At
they have
this
a primetime game this week, but I mean, Dylan Gabriel had to put up 52 pass attempts in this game, and
they did Dylan Gabriel dirty. He had to go play Minnesota on the road in London, and then the Steelers.
no, yeah, not friendly at all. Then
And
Rodgers continues to do his thing.
And then the people are like, "Oh, we need to start Shadur. We need to start Shadur." He's not helping.
No.
He's not helping.
Dylan Gabriel's been fine. It's just he doesn't really have much help.
No, not at
DK
all.
Metcalf continues to feast. It's just like if you're a Steelers fan, it's like, what if you didn't trade away George Pickens, you had George Pickens and a DK.
Well,
That would have been
here's the thing: Pickens and the Steelers had behind the scenes issue. He was also a really good receiver for the Steelers.
on the field stuff.
It was behind the scenes issues.
Yeah.
It was a bad fit, and I guess he's found a home in Dallas.
Yeah. We can go to that game. I mean,
Steelers fans aren't really complaining because they're like, DK Metcalf's been worth that trade.
yeah. I mean, if you're the Steelers, you maybe want to go get another receiver because I mean, that's the only problem, really.
But I'd probably go get a running back.
Another running back, fine. Jalen Warren's pretty solid.
I actually wouldn't fix anything for the Steelers. I'd just say
I'd go get another receiver.
Let's just cruise and then step it up in the playoffs.
Look at this. Here's who all caught passes for them. There's literally only like one other receiver that I see on here. It's kind of dumb. I think when they traded for Jonnu Smith, that trade was kind of dumb to me because you already had
that was because Arthur Smith wanted to do packages with him.
Yeah, but it's like you have Darnell Washington, you have Freiermuth, and like you need another receiver because Calvin Austin, he's good, he's solid, like third receiver, but you need a second guy because DK can't handle the load, especially when he's double teams in. Yeah,
my only take for the Browns is, God, I wish Myles Garrett could be on a real team because that guy's one of the best That guy's one of the best defensive ends of our generation. He's getting wasted on Cleveland.
And the Steelers' defense, I think the secondary is still having some defensive injuries.
Yeah.
So something that's monitored. Joey Porter came back and then he got hurt again.
They haven't faced a team that can really dissect them on offense.
Well,
they played a team like Dallas.
This Thursday, they might.
This week they play Cincinnati.
Yeah, but they could.
Yeah, with their weapons. Yeah, sure. Okay.
All right, let's get on to the next game. Well, the Dolphins lose in a heartbreaker yet again. Chargers, Dicker the kicker. Shout out to you. You went off for my fantasy team, got me the dub, so good stuff. And Tua just keeps making like boneheaded turnovers. It's just like, or one of them was not really his fault. Waddle should have caught it, but the other one was like, all right.
Yeah.
The only bright spot is Darren.
Right game for the Chargers.
Yeah, they needed that.
Without a Marion Hampton, that was impressive by the Chargers.
Yeah, Kimani Vidal from Troy. He's been awesome.
Kind of proves that Herbert was the right pick for the Chargers. I mean,
yep.
Remember, Dolphins had a choice between Herbert and Tua. They took Tua. Obviously, we were biased because to Alabama, but Herbert's looked really, really good. He looked good in this game. He was able to scramble a fair amount, which that's something to say because Tua can't really do that.
No. I mean, if you're a Miami fan, the only bright spots are at least Darren Waller's doing something. Yeah. A-Chain's good.
Waddle's good.
That's about it. I mean, your defense is terrible. So
I mean, we all know this. That the Miami Dolphins are pretty much that South Park meme.
Yeah.
All those people stabbing the Dolphins. At the deadline, they could be one of those teams that just stockpiles.
Well, it would have helped if Tyreek Hill didn't get hurt for the season. They could have traded him, but that value.
You would still trade Waddle.
Yeah, but you don't want to do that.
Do you really
under contract? I think
you should pay him. What's the point?
I think they're going to try and offload Tyreek and then pay Waddle. But I don't know what his if he could get a first round for him, maybe. But I don't know what the price.
I think Miami stockpile draft picks. They need a clean house.
In other news, the Ravens are dead.
Yeah. The Rams didn't have to do anything special here.
No, they
just a dead team. Our Super Bowl prediction looks even worse now.
Yep.
Last year I picked Eagles Chiefs, and the Eagles win. I picked that right, and then this year I picked the Ravens to win the Super Bowl.
Yep. I mean, it's really the Rams. Rams are going to London this week, but
I mean, this game, everyone knew who was going to win this game. Again, the Rams didn't do anything special. They didn't turn the ball over. The Rams didn't turn the ball over. They didn't get in their own way, and they won the game. That's really all you need to do if you're LA. Just a win's a win. Win's a win, and you didn't have to do anything special. Ravens, John Harbaugh might be on the chopping block.
Yeah.
I think this year it could get really ugly. Ravens really needed to win that game. And
yeah, I mean, that was just depressing. They would get to the red zone, and then the Rams would just stay, just hold them. And
the Rams actually, it's just depressing because it's just depressing.
Yep,
depressing watch with the Ravens because they're wasting. Zach Orr's not doing anything for that defense.
Yep. The Rams got to go to London this weekend.
Who they play this week?
They got to play the team that always goes to London, the Jags. That should be a pretty solid game. That'll be the best London game there's been so far. Puka Nacua got hurt.
Yeah, I saw that. Hamstring.
Bad year to select a receiver with your first pick unless you pick Jamar Chase, but
even then, Puka Nacua was having a better season than Chase in fantasy.
Yeah. All right. Colts Cardinals was shockingly a pretty good game with Jacoby Brissett almost taking out one of his former teams.
Yeah, but the big takeaway here is the Colts are a really good football team. Again, Arizona's feisty. They're not a bad football team. They will fight.
Then the problem here is
it felt like a trap game for the Colts. It felt like a trap game, and the Colts didn't fall for it. They stepped up to the plate because Indiana Jones keeps playing at an MVP level.
It was the battle of former Eagles coordinators in that game, and Shane Steichen comes out on top.
Yeah,
I think we're maybe seeing some regression from Daniel Jones, but who knows? We'll see.
They're 5-1. Do you really think the Colts or Daniel Jones are complaining about being 5-1?
No, not at all. But this week will be so they're going back into the stadium where they lost, where their first loss is again. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny. Hopefully, AD Mitchell doesn't see any ghosts out there. But Colts, keep on doing your thing. I mean, AFC South is opening up for you.
Hell, at this rate, the 1 seed.
Yeah,
They're fighting for the 1 seed.
they got to win this week. They got to just keep on pulling out games. They should easily be undefeated right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they blew that game. I mean, AD Mitchell holds on to the ball and then
which is crazy. Like, they're the biggest surprise of the year. No one expected them to be anything. And guess what? Right now, they have a chance to be the 1 seed.
Yep.
In the AFC of all places.
Yeah, it would be very funny. All right, the Seahawks go into Jacksonville, get the win after the Jags come off the
Seahawks are a really good football team.
Yeah, JSN is like having an absolute one of the best.
Sam Darnold is on fire.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
There was a rumor coming. There was a take coming out that remember all those great wide receiver in that great wide receiver room, Harrison, Wilson.
Yeah, JSN is probably the best one.
Yeah, they all say JSN was the best of them all, which is crazy to say. And JSN's been awesome.
Yeah,
year.
I mean,
and that sucks for me because I've always took him in fantasy, not this year, and of course this year he breaks out.
Yeah, this year he's the wide receiver 1 and gets all the touches. Yeah. But Sam Darnold, I mean, flowers to you, man. You keep building
off the last year. Had 33 pressures, I think.
Wow.
They had 33 pressures on Trevor Lawrence. The Jags couldn't do anything. Seattle was just
the Jags kept having chances to win the game or to tie the game up.
Mike McDonald is Seattle's one of those teams that no one really talks about, but there's
a quiet wagon. They just
sneaky good, and everything they needed to happen this week in the division happened.
Yep. Do you have a rant for this next game?
No, not really.
What is there? 2 steps forward and 3 steps back.
What is there to say? What is there to say about the Dallas Cowboys against the Carolina Panthers that hasn't been said? It's everything. It's about as the NFL world got to see what the 2025 Dallas Cowboys are. They have one of the best offenses in the league. Schottenheimer has been a very solid coach.
Yeah, he needs to fire the other.
But Schottenheimer's been a big surprise for me. If you're an offensive coach and that's your side of the ball, then you're doing a pretty good job. George Pickens has been awesome. They're going to pay him. With that Micah money. With that Micah money, they're going to pay George Pickens what he wants.
Yeah, you're averaging 30-plus points a game without CD still, and Dak has been playing at the MVP level.
Dak Prescott should be the MVP, but the reason not the MVP is because of the other side of the ball.
Yeah,
Matt Eberflus is the Dallas Cowboys have the worst defense in the NFL.
Yeah, not even close. Them or the Dolphins.
If you put the Browns defense and the Cowboys offense together, they'd be the best in the league.
Probably so. I mean,
but what is there to say? It's basically if you watch the Cowboys every week, it's the same BS. It's just they finally lost to a bad team.
Well, Rico Dowdle
he backed up his talk. He backed up his talk. I mean,
another big game.
There's not much to say because that's the Cowboys this year.
Yep.
They have to win these shootout type games, and they're an entertaining team to watch, but they're not going to be anything special. Pretty much what they're going to do is spend those first round picks on defense.
Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, you kind of have
maybe long term the Micah Parsons trade works out for Dallas with if they hit on these picks that they got, but right now it doesn't because the defense looks terrible, and
the defensive guys in this draft are not as maybe you could.
You can find really good players in this draft.
Yeah, the scouting department is going to have to hit on these 2
They
picks.
got to hit. They've got to hit because
Maybe you fall right into Caleb Downs. Right into Caleb Downs. That'd be nice for you guys. But I mean,
but what is there to say? I mean, they're wasting Dak Prescott's career. They're wasting Dak Prescott's prime. They're wasting a great season by George Pickens. And yeah, good job, Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones is like, I think this defense.
You think Micah would have, if you didn't trade Micah, would he? What would your defense be like if you didn't trade Micah? Would it still just be just as bad?
30th.
Yeah.
30th. They'd get pressure because when you double team Micah, there's always one guy coming free, but there's not. Micah doesn't help. Micah doesn't make this team a Super Bowl team. They're still one of the worst defenses in football.
Yeah, you need to fix up the secondary, fix up the line. I mean, everywhere is bad.
Yeah.
All right. Another news.
Bryce Young. I'm happy for Bryce Young, though.
Yes.
I'm happy for Bryce Young and the Panthers because the Panthers needed this win.
Yeah,
and they have momentum. The Panthers have momentum, which is something they haven't had in years. Which, you know what, good for them.
All right, we can go through this game quickly.
The only issue for them is the other 2 teams in their division that are truly competing for the division title.
Well, one of them they already beat by 30. They beat the Falcons.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But another news, congratulations, Titans fans, you're free.
You are free. The worst coach in the NFL has gotten fired and all I say is why did you have to go through Cam Ward's rookie season? Why not just fire him and start fresh with the new coach? But I don't know. The Titans are the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah,
they're the worst team in the NFL. They have a win only because the Cardinals are.
They got gifted a win. They didn't really deserve it that game.
Give the Jets that win at this point. They have players. They have life. The Titans, God, they're so bad. They're so bad, and thank the Lord, Cam Ward might be free. They better get this coordinator right, or they're gonna waste Cam Ward.
In other news, in the other afternoon game, Mac Jones keeps doing his thing.
Yeah,
but
the issue is the 49ers are an injury tent. Their best player by a long shot, the best player in the 49ers by a long shot that was playing in that game, got hurt and is out for the season. Fred Warner was the best player on the field for the 49ers. And, of course, 49ers, they made a deal with the devil. They had to at this point. There's no other explanation for their injury luck every year. It's like they made a deal with the devil.
And still didn't win a Super Bowl off that, but
they made a deal with something.
Buccaneers, though, continue to win games, and Baker Mayfield is playing like the MVP of the league.
He is the MVP at this point. And this was without Ibuka. Ibuka was hurt.
And Mike Evans.
Yeah, they're making it work. They're making it work with Rashad White. They're making it work with Rashad White, Sterling Shepard, Tez Johnson.
Yeah.
As their receivers, which is crazy to me. They're 5-1. They're 5-1, and again, Mayfield's the MVP at this rate. He's been the best quarterback. He's been the best quarterback at this rate, and it'd be really funny if he won it because everyone would just look at Jimmy Haslam going, "This is your fault, buddy."
Yeah. Mac Jones, he threw 2 picks. One of them, his receiver fell down. The other one, I didn't really see.
Mac Jones has been playing good. That loss wasn't on Mac Jones per se.
No.
What do you do if you're the 49er? I mean, the 49ers it's a miracle that they're even a competent football team with all the injuries they have. They should be like the Ravens, but the 49ers are better coached Ravens, basically.
Yeah. Packers win again, but I mean,
it looked ugly.
Yeah, it looked ugly. I mean, They were able to score.
Josh Jacobs was the reason they won that football game. Josh Jacobs 8, but Flacco looked solid.
Yeah. Maybe I could see them maybe beating the Steelers this week. Maybe
they didn't turn the ball. They didn't turn the ball over, and
stayed in the game. Just the first half, their offense couldn't do anything, and then the problem was they got
Joe Flacco was like, just throw it up to Jamar Chase, and good things will happen.
Yep, that's what happened. I mean, Jamar Chase made some like insane one-on-one catches as he usually does, but the Lions coming into this game, it's Sunday Night Football, and they were a hospital as well on the defensive end, and Chiefs exploited it.
And definitely way more than the Lions did.
The Chiefs are back. They're going to get Rashee Rice back, I think, this week, and their offense is starting to click a little bit. I mean, Hollywood Brown with 2 touchdowns.
I didn't have much to say on this game.
It's just the Lions were hurt, and Goff Goff and them had chances, but they couldn't capitalize.
Yeah. Here, take over for Monday Night Football. I gotta do something.
All right, Monday Night Football. The Falcons. Wow. I mean, absolutely shocked the game. I mean, the Bills' running defense is terrible. Bijan Robinson is one of the best running backs in the league, continues to show it. He's top 2 running back in the league, in my opinion. He continues to feast. The thing with the Falcons is their defense is really solid. It's just coaching and just they lose games on their own doing. Like, if they can just play consistent like this, they could really like contest for the NFC South, but they still have the choking tendencies and they still just have games where they just don't show up. But the Bills, on the other hand, got some injuries, but their defense, what happened on that defense, man? That Bills defense is just
the crazy thing with Buffalo is that they had chances to get back in that game. They were down 7 and had a few chances.
They had like 2 or 3 possessions and they couldn't get first downs.
Josh Allen played his worst game of the year.
Yeah, 2 picks.
But the story of the game was
Falcons
Bills run defense. That's how you beat the Bills, just run the football.
Yep. Bijan, 19 carries, 170 yards. Helps me score on an 81-yard touchdown, second longest in franchise history. But I really don't know what the Falcons.
I think they have 136 scrimmage yards by the first half.
Yeah, he definitely did. I don't know what the thing about the Falcons is. You're wild card, but it just depends.
Choking tendencies. You can't really trust the Falcons, but you're like,
no.
That's the Falcons. If they play up to full potential, that's what Atlanta can do.
Like, are you going to get the game where you choke against the Bucs, or are you going to get the game where you put up a donut against the Panthers? It's like, I guess the past 2 games, they had Zach Robinson, their offensive coordinator, coaching in the box, but now he's moved back to the field, and they won their past 2 games since that. So this week they got to go to San Francisco, so that'll be interesting. But I don't know what to think about the Falcons. I mean, maybe they're good, maybe they're bad. I mean, I don't know. They could be a wild card team.
I think they're wild card. They could win the South because they've had Tampa's number over the past few years. It's just they choke. I mean, you can't really trust the Falcons because I don't like their coaching. I don't like Raheem Morris as a coach. It just scares me in January football when they play a competent defense. But you know what? That's for later. You beat.
That's my worry with the Falcons is their coaching.
Here's the thing. We can talk about that later. You beat the 4-1 Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
That's your statement to win the year. Again, that should have been your last year's Buccaneers game with Kirk Cousins throws for 500. But what did you do after your statement when you collapsed?
Yeah, you also the Saints.
So what do you do this year? Do you collapse again after your statement win, or do you ride momentum like a normal team would?
Yep. And the Bears, good job, Bears.
I did not watch this game.
I didn't really watch this game either. But the thing with the Bears is they made some clutch plays. Their offense came up big. Caleb Williams is really starting to turn a corner. I think the ever since that Cowboys game is when everything started to click for him. I mean, maybe when you play a bad defense like that, is everything starts clicking, and now they've won 3 straight games, and now their season's back on. I mean, now they can really start going on a winning streak. It's like you play the Saints this week. I mean, should be able to win that game. You got to play the Hospital Ravens, and you got to play the Bengals, Giants, Vikings. I mean, the Bears could sneak in and give some teams trouble. It's just like, what if you had that Monday night game to start the season? You could be 4-1 right now, and it's like, I mean, it's nice you're 3-2, but you should very well be 4-1 right now. But Ben Johnson, that offense is nice, and I mean, not much other to say, but the Commanders couldn't put them away. And Jake Moody came out of picked him up, and he made the game-winning field goal. But the Bears are sitting in a good spot right now.
The Commanders are.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about them.
Who's gonna win the NFC East? Philly?
Probably Philly. Definitely Philly. Definitely Philly.
Hell, what about the Giants?
Nah. They're 2-4. Philly's gonna go like 10 and they'll win like 12-5.
Philly, but 6. The NFC East has looked pretty terrible.
Yeah, the Commanders really they've just had injuries trouble. Like you had to play Mariota for a couple weeks. They just haven't really been able to get into rhythm any. And their defense is kind of bad, but
yeah, but I have no clue what to think. For the Bears,
nice
wild card.
If it's just like what I was just saying, if they had that game against the Vikings, they could be 4-1 right now and sitting nice. But I could see them maybe wild card because their schedule is pretty easy.
It depends on those division games between the Packers and the Lions.
And the Vikings.
Yeah, they're in a tough division.
They should have won that first Vikings game because now they're probably not going to win that second
one. If they're over 500 in their division games, they'll make the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, but it helps when you actually have a good coach.
Yeah, and
Johnson, when you have,
I'll tell you this.
Romo Dunze
had a good game this week, but Romo Dunze is kind of coming to his own as that reliable receiver for Caleb after kind of a slow rookie year.
Dunze only had 2 catches, but Luther Burden had his best game, 4 catches.
Yeah, I think they solidified that the receiver room for Caleb, DJ Moore, Odunze, and Burden, and then Loveland. And
they have Olamide Zaccheaus as well, which is a decent 4th receiver.
Yeah. And their run games looked pretty solid. DeAndre, it pays to have a good run game and good offensive line, doesn't it?
Swift hasn't been done much, but yesterday he went for 100 yards, so that was his best game of the season. But other than that, Bears won 3 straight games, and this was games that they needed to have against.
Good win by Chicago. Again, these were big wins by Chicago. They needed to have these, and they got them.
All right, let's start with
which is more to say than Eberflus Chicago, because Eberflus Chicago was terrible on the road.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid slate, other than a lot of close games. But let's get into this week 7.
Let's do it.
Thursday, we kind of talked about it, but the Steelers and Bengals face off in Cincinnati on Thursday night. I could see this game being pretty close, actually.
I actually think this is close because it just depends on Cincy's protection for Flacco for this game. I mean, Rodgers probably eats, but
I could see Cincy feasting as well.
Yeah, I think Chase against Jalen Ramsey. I like that matchup. Again, and Joe Flacco knows the Steelers.
Trey Hendrickson did not practice.
And these division games are so random. I mean, remember last year when the Steelers and Browns went on Thursday Night Football? Jameis Winston won that game.
Yeah. I don't know. I could see but the Steelers win this game, going to Cincinnati win this game. I mean, they pretty much have the North on lockdown.
If they win this game, yeah, they'll have the North on lockdown. But what if they don't?
If they don't, then it opens the door for I don't even know what other teams because I mean
No.
Bengals would be 3-4.
Yeah, and maybe with getting Burrow back that helps, but I mean, I think Steelers probably win this game, but this is going to be a fun. I think this is going to be a really fun Thursday night football game.
If the Bengals want to get any momentum with Flacco, you got to win this week
Yeah,
because
get
the
Chase
Jets
and
and
Higgins.
Bears the next 2
Get
weeks
Chase and Higgins involved. If you just throw to Chase and Higgins, you'll be fine.
because these next 3 weeks, I mean, the Bears are still gettable. Like the Bengals could kind of go on a run, maybe, but you have to win this game if you actually want to give
Yeah, but
Burrow a chance to come back.
How much do you trust that defense of Cincinnati?
Yeah, that defense is bad. That secondary is awful.
They're almost Cowboys bad.
Yeah, their secondary is awful. All right. Sunday we talked about this as well, but didn't really get into it. But the Rams and Jags and Jags are heading to London.
This is by far the best. This is by far the best Monday Night Football, or best London game.
Yeah.
The key to this game is Jacksonville's offensive line. Like I said, Seattle feasted.
Yeah.
Seattle feasted against Trevor Lawrence, and this week you're facing a better front seven with Jared Burst, Brandon Fix, and Byron Young.
Yep. They love doing those. We have another Monday night doubleheader. They love doing those.
I hate them.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Doubleheader.
But it's actually like two good matchups too.
Well,
But
there you go.
But at least they're not at the same time. They're like an hour apart. But
yeah,
the Jags need this game. I mean, if you want to win the AFC South at all, or you need this, you can't really
go against the Colts.
Yeah,
they gotta win this game.
But the Rams, I mean, both teams got to win. If you want to win your division, you have to win this game because I mean, the NFC West, 2 to 3 horse race, probably 2. I don't know about the Niners, but
I'd say it's Rams Seahawks.
Yeah, that's what I would say. But the Jags, if you want to stay close with
Devontae Adams is going to have to have it. Devontae Adams is going to have a big game because we have no idea what the certainty of Puka Nacua is going to be this week.
Yeah, his ankle injury questionable.
Yeah.
It's just really, like you said, the offensive line of Jacksonville, can they protect Trevor?
Both these offensive lines will be the difference because Jacksonville has a really good.
They have a really solid defense.
Yeah, Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen are really good.
Yep.
On the edge.
All right, here's the garbage can bowl. You have Dolphins and Browns playing. One of these teams will get a win. Yay.
Will the Browns score over 17 points?
Well, the Browns are favored by 3, so maybe they might get a win. I think they could score over 17 points. I think
Miami wins this game.
I think the Browns can score over 17 points in this game because the Dolphins' defense is just so bad.
I think Miami wins the game. To be honest, I just like more pieces of Miami. I like Waddle. I like Achane. I like Tua.
Yeah, at least they can score points, but hopefully Tua comes out of this game all right and not.
But again, Myles Garrett could feast.
Yeah, I could see Jerry Jeudy having a big game.
I'm hoping so.
Or Quinshon Judkins against.
They need Dylan Gabriel. This has to be a confidence game for Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Again, you played the Steelers and the Vikings in your first 2 starts. That's not fun.
I'd probably take the Browns.
That doesn't have good defense. You got to get right with Dylan Gabriel.
If we had to pick this game, I would probably pick the Browns, but
I picked the Dolphins.
Who is even going to care about this game? But
no, it's a tank bowl.
Raiders and Chiefs are playing. Chiefs first AFC West matchup of the year. Or no, second. They played the Chargers on opening night. I forgot.
Yeah, all the way
Chiefs.
Over.
Chiefs by 2 touchdowns. Chiefs will probably – I mean, the Raiders are a dumpster fire.
Yeah,
You just don't even
the Raiders win this game by establishing a run game. But it's hard to do that with Chris Jones.
That defense is not going to be able to stop Mahomes.
No.
All right, here's an interesting game.
Rashid Rice coming back this week.
Yeah.
That's going to be huge for Kansas City.
Yeah, huge for a lot of people, fantasy owners especially. Eagles, Vikings. interesting game. I wonder if JJ is
This
going to be back.
this game got way more interesting because what the heck do you think of Philadelphia?
JJ McCarthy is questionable. Do they let Carson Wentz go against his former team?
That'd be cinema. That
It
would
would.
be cinema.
Brian Flores versus
And if
this
they do, and if they do let Carson Wentz go against the former team, then I think Minnesota wins.
Yeah. McCarthy's been so bad, you can't play him. He's like unplayable at this point, even if he's coming off
injured. He's been injured.
He's been injured, but he was unplayable before he got hurt.
If he's not 100% healthy, then there's no reason to play him.
No.
I think Minnesota could win it. I think Minnesota wins this game because I like with a incompetent offense in Philadelphia at this point, Brian Flores is going to eat.
Here's a hypothetical for you.
All right.
How warm or is Nick Sirianni's seat getting a little warm?
No.
I mean, he just won the. If there's one thing you don't do in the NFL is you don't hire your friends, and he hired his friend as offensive coordinator. That's just
the thing with Sirianni. When he hits on coordinators, they go to the Super Bowl. When they doesn't,
still go to the playoffs. But
for
Sirianni, you need to fire that offensive coordinator.
Multi-year extension with Philly too.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know.
I think he kind of is getting warned because
they were already wanting to fire him before the Super Bowl.
You're right. I think it is a little warm only because Philadelphia is one of those franchises that does not care what you did. It's what are you doing now?
And you know how before the Super Bowl, everybody wanted before the Super Bowl and during the season, Sirianni entered last season on the hot seat.
That's true.
And he won that Super Bowl to get pretty much silence it for a little bit. But one bad hire on the offensive coordinator where your offense has just should be your bright spot has been bad.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair.
We'll see though. I don't know. It's maybe just a little bit warm, but not really. It's
getting a little toasty.
Yeah, it's like toast. It's like you're trying to heat the oven up a little bit. It's I think
Philly fans are kind of putting it a little toasty on them, just to light a fire on the Sirianni and light a fire on this team because
we need Barkley because they
need to light a fire on Philadelphia because Philadelphia and the NFL fans know if the Philadelphia Eagles are clicking, they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, the Eagles need to get back to running it.
That's the frustrating thing about this year Philadelphia team that you see the potential. It's just they haven't been anything.
Yep. It's just been kind of a weird year for Philly so far. They need to get back to Saquon.
Yeah, they need to get back to the run game, and I don't know if Petula will do that. I don't know if Petula will stick with it if it starts bad. That's what I'm worried about.
All right. Hopefully another bad game. You got Panthers and Jets. If you're the Panthers, you got to win this game. You cannot give the Jets a win. And Garrett Wilson, the only part of that team is Garrett Wilson, and he's hurt. So,
but here's the thing: knowing the
Panthers, the Jets will probably win.
The Jets will win this game.
Yep, and it's gonna be rainy and muggy weather in New York. I could definitely see the Jets. I would probably pick the Jets maybe to get their first win, but I hope to see Bryce win.
I want Carolina to keep winning because it's good for them, and also Rico Dowdle could eat.
Yep.
Could.
All right. Here's another game before we get to the afternoon slate. Mike Vrabel return game to Nashville. The Patriots have had 3 straight road games. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, but it hasn't been against great competition.
No, you've been playing the Saints. Bills was tough, but you won that game, and then you Saints and Titans back to back. You got to win these games, and
yeah,
hopefully, I think they'll win and dominate them. I mean, coming off new interim coach, maybe they play with some fire in Tennessee, but probably not.
Again, you got to win.
Rolls on. If you're Drake May, hopefully you have another big game so you can keep padding for some votes later in the season.
Yeah.
But all right, this game could maybe be interesting. Giants heading to Denver.
It gets way more interesting when Giants actually have an offense.
Yeah, and that defense is still like pretty solid. I guess decent defense.
But this is kind of where Jackson Dart falls back to earth, I think.
Yeah, Broncos tough. They don't have really a receiver to throw to. You have Wandale and Jordan Humphrey. It's
Who's been the one defense that's actually been able to stop Jackson Dart? The New Orleans Saints.
Thank you, Kool-Aid. All right. If you're Bo Nix, you got to get right. You got to get them going.
The Broncos and the Eagles are in the same position. They should both be Super Bowl contenders, but God, their offenses are terrible.
And that's usually but I probably have more confidence in the Broncos to turn it around just
because Sean Payton. I like Sean Payton. I think Knicks. I don't think the Broncos. It's going to take that long to. I don't think it's going to take that long for the Broncos to get it fixed. It's just take a week, and just do a little reset. Like take the power cord out and put it back in. That's
both New York teams back-to-back weeks. That's kind of funny. But if you're the Giants, you need to win this game. I'm not Giants. Broncos, you need to win this game if you want to.
Yeah,
hold your lead over the Chiefs. All right. Here's where the slate.
Giants win this game, then the seed in the NFC East is going to be really.
Especially with the game before the noon slate. It goes the Vikings way, not the Eagles. Colts and Chargers. This can probably be like one of the games of the week right here.
Probably could be game of the week because you're facing a red-hot offense against a pretty good defense.
Both offenses are really good.
Yeah.
I
think that all comes down to who do you like more against.
I think I would like Chargers in this. I think I like the Chargers in this game. I think Daniel Jones may be coming back down to earth a little bit, but we'll see. I hope he keeps going because I like Daniel Jones, but I think the Chargers might win this game. They've been kind of struggling at home though, so they could maybe drop. We'll see. The Colts. If you're a Colts fan living out in LA, you've got to go to 2 games in the same season. That's kind of funny in the same month. Yeah. It's kind of funny.
I'm going to roll with the Colts in this one.
Yeah,
I'm going to roll with the red hot team.
We'll see. It's practically like a coin flip. Oh, it's Reed, Justin Herbert. He's been playing really good.
They're both really good teams.
Here's a nasty game. Packers heading into Cardinals. Maybe the Cardinals could be.
Packers probably win.
I was trying. Marvin Harrison's questionable.
Yeah, probably.
Kyler's playing or not. I have no. What even happened to Kyler? Oh, he's questionable. Foot injury. I mean, Jacoby Brissett played pretty solid.
Yeah. I mean, they almost beat the Colts.
Yeah. And I don't know about Green Bay. I'm still up in the air about them.
I mean,
they're good. It's just they're.
Here's the thing. They've already
kind of peaked a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, let me see.
They haven't really played their divisional games yet, except for the Lions when they dominated them.
Right now, it looks like the Brissett's going to play.
I think the Packers will win this game, and they'll probably take over that stadium.
Yeah.
All right. Probably, sadly, the America's game of the week will be Cowboys again.
Against who?
Commanders. Maybe it'll be a good high-scoring game. Maybe it will be a high-scoring game, definitely, because both.
It'll be a high-scoring game, but God,
they'll be ugly.
There's so many better. There's probably a better game on.
That's what they do. The Cardinals game is game of the week, which I would rather probably the Cowboys game because it'll be more entertaining. But I don't know. But I don't know what to expect.
Hard game for Commanders.
Don't you guys do good against the Commanders or no?
We do fine against the Commanders, but it's a get right game for Jay and Daniels.
It's a get right game for both teams.
Yeah.
If only the Cowboys would have just handled their business, they would be like sitting nice right now. But it's okay. You're tanking. There you go.
Tank for downs.
Yes, tank for somebody, or you can trade both your number one picks or first round picks and get Ruben.
How about I want Caleb Downs back on my team yet again? That'd be cool.
That'd be very cool. All right, Sunday night football.
Commanders win the game, but
yeah,
it's going to be it's going to be a high scoring football game. That
first team to 30 wins.
Yep, sounds about right.
All right, Falcons. Can they build off?
Cliff Kingsbury is going to be having his coaching interview for the Titans, I think, in this game.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. I see that. I mean, he likes short quarterbacks, and Cam Ward's a short quarterback, so maybe it's a good.
Yeah.
For him. Falcons and Niners. Niners are a hospital. I don't know the thing about this game.
Falcons should win this game. They should.
Yeah, it's in San Francisco, but
they should.
But I think it. Hopefully, Mac Jones is starting. That's all I want to see. He has 1,200 yards in like 4 games.
I think he should start until Brock Purdy's at least 100% healthy.
Yeah, Mac should start. George Kittle was expected back.
That's big, but
I hate that Fred Warner.
Well, it's a matchup against 2 of the best running backs in the league this year, McCaffrey and.
Oh yeah, I'm not even. McCaffrey has been awesome. Hopefully he stays that way. And as I was talking on
wood there. Is this a 4:25 game or Sunday night?
It's Sunday night. Could be a good game actually.
Okay, I want Mac Jones to eat on Monday night or Sunday night.
Yeah, Monday night we get the. We'll head into that. I think the Niners could win this game because I think the Falcons always do this. They'll win a big game, then they'll just lay a stinker. And
yeah, I want the Niners. I want Mac Jones to keep winning.
Yeah, me too. And to wrap up Monday night, you get a game at 6 o'clock and a game at 9 o'clock, and you get 2 really good games going up against each other. You have a divisional rematch. Buccaneers, Lions, or wild card. Was it wild card or divisional? I'm trying to remember. I think it was a wild card, maybe.
They didn't play last year. They didn't play last year in the playoffs.
I thought they did, and they got eliminated by.
No, the Buccaneers played Washington, remember, and they got eliminated wild card. It was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Who eliminated the Lions this year or last year?
Washington.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's a divisional rematch from 2 years ago, but still, yeah.
Or the two teams that got eliminated by the Commanders last year going up against each other.
You have MVP, probably the MVP front runner right now to most people, Baker Mayfield, heading into Detroit. Hopefully the Lions get a lot of their hopefully we get healthy teams, but that's not going to happen.
I actually think the Lions probably win this game.
Yeah,
I'm rooting for Tampa Bay, but I think eventually
your three-headed monster are all questionable.
I think eventually, without the receivers, it's gonna bite them. I think eventually,
2 of the 3 of them are questionable, and then Chris Godwin's doubtful. So hopefully you get Igbuka or Mike Evans. You just want one of the 2 back.
Yeah.
And if we forgot to touch on this after the game on Sunday night was Brian Branch throwing a punch.
Oh yeah, he's going to be suspended a game.
Yeah, he'll be suspended for this game, which could be big because it is big because
it's huge.
Because the Bucks, I mean, they were already hurt in the secondary because Terrion Arnold's hurt. Brian Branch is now suspended. Then you have like a lot of their injuries are all like.
I'm expecting another high-scoring game. Where is this game anyway? In Detroit or in Tampa?
In Detroit.
Unless this second game, unless
you have like 6 DBs on the injury report.
Sheesh. Unless the other game's like an insane matchup, this is probably game of the week for me.
Yeah. But the other game at 9 o'clock is Texans and Seahawks.
I think the Lions
Yeah.
Bucks is the game of the week, but
I think the Seahawks are about to
Seahawks,
feast.
Seahawks are going to feast. You saw what they did against Jacksonville. We're going to do probably the exact same
Yeah,
thing.
that offensive line is so bad in Texans.
Yeah.
But at least we're getting good Monday night games. I mean, the Monday night games so far have been pretty solid. It's just the Bucks have been awesome. I mean, as an NFC South fan, I'm supposed to hate the Bucks, but I have a soft spot for Baker Mayfield. Signed him, but
what's your game of the week this week? Because for me, it's Lions Bucks, and it's not even close.
Maybe Colts Chargers.
That's a good one though.
Or there's like 3 games, probably Rams, Jags, Colts, Chargers, and Bucks, Lions, probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Seahawks are probably going to the Texans can go in and win. I could see it because their defense could hold up.
At this rate, I wish I just in the preseason, I wish I just stuck it with Seattle because I was like, I like the Seattle team. I like them a lot. I like the Seattle team, man. I think they're going to make some noise. I think they're going to make a lot of noise in the playoffs if they make it. And I think they probably could win the division. This right.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Seattle's just a balanced football team, which is more than I can say about a lot of these really good teams.
You go out and hire another coach, and then he's already.
I think Mike Macdonald is one of the best coaches that no one talks about.
Seattle is just one of the most since Pete Carroll. They've even after Pete Carroll left, they're not a well-oiled machine.
Ever since the Legion have been, they've just never been flashy, but they're always good.
Yep. And this year, I don't think they barely missed the playoffs last year because they started hot and then they cooled down really quick. But
this year they got
better offensive line play, and you have Sam Darnold. Yep.
He's playing some really good football.
It's just kind of crazy to me how 3 years ago, Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold were the 2 laughing stocks backups.
Teammates on the Panthers.
Yep. It's just so crazy to me now. They're like
what good coaching does for you.
Yeah.
Does for a talented quarterback.
Baker I still don't really like Todd Bowles as a coach, but he wins and their defense plays really good.
Yeah.
And he has a good offensive coordinator. He's had 3 straight good offensive coordinators.
It's weird because it works.
Yep.
It just works, and it shouldn't work, but it does with Tampa.
Yep. Right now, I mean, there's really not much teams.
I mean,
the Commanders really need to win because they're only 1 game back in Eagles.
At this rate, you could honestly legitimately see Kansas City. You can make an argument for Kansas City being the best team in football, and even then
that's what I was going to probably say. They're probably the best team in football right now just because they're going to be getting everybody back and they're starting to win again. Yeah. But it's really tight.
Okay. I have a fun little exercise since we got a little bit of time. Who are the teams you're buying stock into?
Patriots, probably.
You're buying Patriots and stock into the Patriots?
Yeah, just because I like Drake May, like the coach, like Vrabel.
Yeah.
And NFC.
I'm buying stock into the Seahawks.
Yeah.
It's the Seahawks.
It's either Seahawks or Bucks for me. One of those 2 teams.
And I'm also buying stock into I'm keeping my Packers stock because if they get it right, they're awesome.
I think the Seahawks and the Bucks are better than the Packers. But really the Bucks, their problem is
I'm not selling my Eagles stock yet. I'm not doing that. I'd be stupid to do that.
You can't even sell our Ravens stock because it's literally worth nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Just worth pennies right now.
Pennies.
Maybe
even,
I'll buy it into
not even
the.
worth pennies. Maybe worth a penny or Raven stock.
So right now the Chiefs are 3-3, and you have Broncos 4-2, Chargers 4-2.
I still buy Bronco. I'm still buying Bronco stock because if they get it right, I'm not buying stock into the Falcons. I'm not doing that again.
No.
I'm not doing that again. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Well, the Bucks already won one game over them, and
I'm not buying stock into the Commanders. I'm not buying stock into the Bears. All these teams.
The Commanders are only one game back of the Eagles, and they're 3-3.
I'm not buying stock into them. Nope.
If they beat the Cowboys and the Eagles lose, they'll be tied for first.
Yeah. Cowboys, I sold my stock before the season.
You didn't even need stock for that. I mean, you can sell it.
I sold my stock before the season. Again,
the only stock I had was that.
Downs, again, tanking for Downs, Peter Woods, or TJ Parker.
Who does TJ Parker play for?
Clemson. They're really good edge player for Clemson. Or get him really late in the second round, denied to his son from Penn State.
How about you just trade both your first round picks, move up to the number 1 pick for a team that doesn't need a quarterback, and then you draft Reuben Bain?
What I want to do is I want Ty Simpson. I want someone to trade up and go get Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
Okay, since we're talking about the draft, do not let Ty Simpson go to the Jets. Please let Mendoza or someone go to the Jets. Do not ruin Ty Simpson. If he has at this rate, he's probably going to be a pick. Don't do it. All right. Any other thoughts about this week?
No other thoughts. I mean, hopefully another good week in the NFL.
Yep. Another Monday night doubleheader, which I despise. I despise the Monday night.
At least the games are like 3 hours apart. Like, go get them.
Yeah.
To see them both.
And also, I have to watch these games in class, which sucks.
Oh, you have a nighttime class?
Yeah, it sucks, and it's the worst class ever.
What time's like 6 to what?
5:30 to it's like 5:30 to 8. It's 5:30 to like 7 or 8.
Oh my gosh!
It's excuse my language, but it's absolutely miserable.
All right. That'll wrap up the Fourth and Mile podcast. We'll be back on Thursday for college. Should be a good episode to recap this last week's slate, which was good, and we have next week's slate
in college football. But we'll talk about that.
Yes.
Birthday.
All right. We're signing off. Hope you have a good week.